What is going on, Locks Mob, and welcome back to the Locks DFS NHL Breakdown. I am your host, Narang, and I will be breaking down this 5-game main slate that we have on tap on DraftKings for this Monday, Jan 7th NHL slate. Before I do that, if you want to follow me on Twitter real quick, you can do so right here at ReallyAddy, so you can keep up to date with everything related to me as far as I tweet all my sports bets after the fact, obviously out on here, or like my NHL video. The minute it goes up, you can see it on here. So there's a lot of benefits to following me here. I do giveaways, etc. So you can go ahead and give me a follow here if you choose to do so. That being said, let's just get into the slate. So since it is a 5-game slate, there's not too much to talk about. So I'm gonna keep this kind of short and condensed. Just go over a few plays that I like at each position, and yeah, we'll go from there. So starting at the top, you have both Toronto guys. But for my money, I think I'm most interested in going to this Calgary game if I'm going to pay up. So I really, if I'm paying up at center, I just don't see myself paying up at center because I really like some high-priced D and winger options. But if I were to, I think I'd go with Sean Monahan. I just want to be overexposed to Calgary on this slate. As you can just simply tell by the team total, they have a 3.8 team total, which is 0.4 higher than anyone else on the slate. And personally, they're far and away my top team. Chicago's bottom in the league in expected goals against per 60. They just played yesterday, so they're on a back-to-back after a late game versus Pittsburgh that they ended up winning 5-3, so they could be stepping into a pretty big letdown spot here at home versus a Calgary team that's just been scoring goals at will, especially this top line. So I want to be overexposed to Sean Monahan, Johnny Gaudreau, and Elias Lindholm. And if I can't pay up for the Toronto centers, then so be it. Anyways, I think I'm more likely to come into this mid-range for my center spot. I really like Michael Backlund at 5.2K. He's on that second Calgary line, so it's not the first Calgary line, obviously, but it's still a dominant second line. They were dominant last year with Frolik in the spot instead of Bennett. Bennett is just as good. And so I like getting exposure to them. Obviously, you can do that with Backlund and then pair him up with Tkachuk, who gets that first-team power play exposure. I think that's a perfectly fine way to go, and it's cheaper. Even though Backlund's price has come up, he's probably worth this price in this matchup. And then lastly, you have this sort of trio of San Jose guys, or there's 3 San Jose lines now that they've done their line switching. I think we're going to stay around here with Thornton centering Pavelski on the second line, Couture and Meyer on the first line, and then the third line having Hurdle and Kane. The main thing to take away is that they skate all 3 of these lines similarly as far as time on ice goes. So you can really all view them as a first line, you know. I think for my money, I'm not going to be targeting this Thornton-Pavelski line too much just because Thornton is rarely ever in play just because he never shoots the puck. I have no interest in Sorensen, and Pavelski as a one-off doesn't really do much for me. So if I'm going to be playing a San Jose line, it'll probably be this third line of Kane and Hurdle. They are the most fairly priced at 5.8K for Kane and like 5.6K for 5.8K for Hurdle and 5.6K for Kane. With those 2 guys, you're getting the 2 higher shot rate guys in Kane and Hurdle on San Jose, and it's the fact that they're paired together. I think I prefer to go after that line. And if not, I really like this Couture-Meyer line. But I think both of those lines are in play as far as Couture and Hurdle at the center spot. And then moving on to the wing spot, just to keep on that little San Jose thing. I think Evander Kane at 5.6K is an awesome play. You're getting a crazy shot rate and a guy who's going to skate 18 minutes a game. Obviously, you can see what he can do with that kind of time on ice. He gives you a really safe floor at 5.6K. Another guy with a really crazy shot rate that's underpriced is Brendan Gallagher at 5.1K. I mean, this guy leads the entire NHL in Corsi 4 per 60, over 24. So he is chucking the puck on net. The problem with him is he's not going to skate more than 15 to 16 minutes a night. It seems his cap is really at 17 minutes. If he's giving you 17 minutes, that's awesome. You're getting an elite shot rate guy at 17 minutes. I think he was banged up a bit, as it says right here. But he should be good to go, should be good to play, and should be good for his usual, 6 shots directed towards net. 4 of them reach net, 1 of them goes in. You're very happy with this Brendan Gallagher price point. So I like that at 5.1K. Again, if I'm paying up, though, it's going to be Johnny Gaudreau at 7.7K. I mean, this Calgary 1 line has just been on an absolute heater recently. I mean, you could just tell goals in 4 straight. I mean, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 goals in his past, 6 games. Skating 20-plus minutes a night regularly. So, again, like I said, I'm going to be as overexposed to Gaudreau, Monahan, and Lindholm as possible. And you compare that with Mark Giordano at defense. There was one guy I wanted to talk about down here. I scroll past him. Okay, yeah, Sam Bennett, 3.4K. I mentioned him on that Calgary 2 line. Yeah, but that's where he's getting with Backlund and Tkachuk, and he correlates well with Backlund on that second-team power play. Sam Bennett is a guy that shoots the puck at a fairly decent rate. I think I have their Corsica's pulled up, or I had their Corsica pulled up. He shoots the puck decently. You know, iCorsi 4 per 60 of over 13. It's not Backlund at 15.43 or like Gaudreau or Monahan or someone, but it's up there. He does shoot the puck at a fairly high rate. So I think getting him at 3.4K with exposure to that second-team power play and exposure to Backlund and Tkachuk on that second line, I think you could do a lot worse as a punt option. But anyways, let's move on to defense. So usually defense, I'm sort of feeling either a pay up or pay down sort of way at defense. Right now, I'm looking. It looks like a pay up sort of slate at defense for me. I'm not too interested in a lot of these low options, but a lot of these high price options are in great spots. For example, Shea Weber. We know Minnesota likes to funnel shots to the blue line. Minnesota and Toronto like to funnel shots to the blue line. So you're getting a really safe floor with Shea Weber and Roman Josi. Both those guys, you could slightly tick up their expected shot output just because there will be shots that will get filtered towards them. Erik Karlsson remains incredibly cheap at 5.8K. He's stepping into a great matchup versus the Kings. As you know, San Jose got the second highest team total on the slate at 3.4. I love to be overexposed to them as well. And getting Karlsson, who I believe he's leading them in iCorsi 4 per 60. Let me double check that. I believe he's leading them. I know I just pulled this up on a video like 2 videos ago, so I should remember. But I believe it's like 19 plus. Okay, so it looks like, I mean, they're going back and forth. So Meyer and Burns have taken the lead by a little bit, but Karlsson's right here within 0.4 of them. So, I mean, all 4 of these guys, these top 4 guys, Meyer, Burns, Karlsson, and Kane, I love all 4 of them on this DFS slate, just giving you really, really secure floor in their shot volume. And then also, man, if we're going to keep going on these high-price options, Mark Giordano, he's probably the top option just based on the team he's on. I mean, Calgary should smash in this matchup. So getting their unquestioned power play 1 quarterback, guy's going to skate at least 25 minutes. He's probably going to give you the highest shot on goal plus block shot upside. So I think he probably is my top option, which pains me to say with Brent Burns sitting right there. But he probably is my top option in this matchup. But I think this is a slate where you can pay out for 2 or maybe even 3 of these guys in your utility as well. So, yeah. Anyways, moving on to goalie. Again, just look at your team when it's about to be locked and see who you have the most players from and pick that goalie. I think you could go with I know Nashville. Whoever starts in net for Nashville, whether it's Pekka Rinne or Juuse Saros, they're going to be in play because of how many times Toronto just shoots the puck, and there is some reverse line movement coming in on Nashville. Or I should just say line movement coming in on Nashville. I could say reverse line movement. There's 45% of bets on Nashville, yet they move from plus 137 to plus 122. So that's some pretty decent reverse line movement in hockey. So if you do think Nashville could win this game, which they certainly could, you can go with one of those Nashville goalies since they probably will face a ton of shots. Aside from that, probably just the Calgary goalie or the San Jose goalie to get yourself the biggest favorite in net. That's probably where I'd be headed. But yeah, with that all being said, thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at ReallyAddy if you want to keep up to date with me. We are running that giveaway as we always do. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and you will be entered in to win a free NBA, NFL, or NHL season pass. It's totally up to you. And with that all being said, Thanks again for checking out this video. Hope you guys win some money tonight, and I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.